we said the return of Michelle Mullen. And Lisa, she has not been bowling much, only her second event this year.
That's right. Her other tournament that she bowled was Myrtle Beach. She did cash there, finished 28th. But is a great coach in the game of bowling, so always involved in the bowling game.
And that keeps her mentally sharp. So we have a pair of Michelles. Michelle Feldman now stepping up. She's currently ranked number 3 on tour. And you said it, she wants that Bowler of the Year.
Definitely one of the strongest contenders for that. I mean, she's right up there in the race, has 3 titles this year, as does Carolyn Ballard.
Michelle Mullen covers up the spare. Anne Marie Duggan doing some juggling there of the bowling balls. She steps up in the first frame. Anne Marie Duggan is wearing a mic tonight, so hopefully we'll hear some comments out of her. That held line, leaving a 4-pin. It's telling us how quiet it is in here. It goes along with the atmosphere.
Well, that's right. You know, all week you bowl 42 games and a little bit of noise going on. And you get on the show and, you know, hey, all of a sudden you can hear your steps. You can hear your feet hit the floor. So it's a little bit of a different atmosphere. You really do have to rein all of that mental aspect right in there and get it all working for you.
Neat shot for Michelle Mullen. We're almost seeing the ball almost like a fade back, almost a very tight angle to the pocket.
And like you said, even on this girl right here, on Michelle Feldman, you're not going to see her hook the whole length. We have seen her do that before, but hey, it just didn't work here. You do have to have some hand in it. However, you can't be too lazy with the release. You got to have some catch there and a little bit of hit. You can't be lazy.
Well, and Anne Marie Duggan was telling us how she had to look at the lanes a little bit differently this week in order to play them. And she's playing them pretty well. The Samstown Hotel, Gambling Hall and Bowling Center is home to the next and final stop of the PWBA year, the Samstown Invitational. The tournament runs Saturday, November 4th through the 11th with the Pro-Ams on the 4th. For tournament and Pro-Am information, contact Mike Kaufman at 702-456-7777. Michelle Feldman in the lead by 10 pins over both Michelle Mullen and Anne Marie Duggan. Ooh, that was a nice hit. 7-pin going down pretty late on that shot. Lisa, she took a long look at that rack before she stepped up. Maybe a little question in her mind as to the pin placement.
Well, you know, hey, it could have mattered right there, too.
Sure could have. She was in the lead by 10, and if you have that question, the difficult thing on air is that there's only 2 re-recs per game allowed. You'd have to have a special exception after that. So you're a little bit careful about when you use them.
Well, that's right, because, you know, hey, if things come down, you know, you're going to need a double on the 8th and 9th, 10th frame, something like that. You want to be able to have that choice to re-rack if you need to.
So Anne Marie Duggan and Michelle Mullen with a double of their own. Spare for Michelle Feldman. 1-pin match through 3 frames. Michelle Mullen was telling us that she finally took the things she needed out of coaching instead of just tearing her game apart. Because I would imagine as a coach, a full-time coach, that you would tend to look at all the things wrong in your game, and it could be difficult to compete.
Well, that's right. Michelle said that the best thing for her to do this week was to read the ball reaction and not to have an absolute perfect game every time because, you know, with not competing every week against the caliber of bowlers that we have out here every week, it may not happen. So she's going to read ball reaction and do the best she can. This is Michelle shot the last frame here in the 4th frame. Got a good break just by leaving the 3-pin.
Staying clean, and Michelle Feldman getting ready to step up.
Oh, wow, that is fun. You're right. We don't need these games. We don't even need Wi-Fi.
She has a nice shot into the pocket. Michelle Feldman had skipped practice this week, and it was kind of funny. She said twice when she's done that, she's led the first 3 rounds, not the practice session I'm talking about, not practice in general, but sometimes you're going with an open mind that way.
Right, but, you know, she also said that she doesn't recommend it all the time, and I wouldn't always recommend it either. You have to be bowling well in that position to miss practice session and still score.
Well, we'll be back with more of the Greater Harrisburg Open through 4 frames. Anne Marie Duggan has the lead. We're back at the Greater Harrisburg Open. Anne Marie Duggan in the lead by 1 pin. A couple strikes and a spare for Anne Marie. Michelle Feldman threw a 3-bagger to get close. Anne Marie anticipating her 8th frame, leading by just that 1 pin, but working on a strike. Michelle Mullen, we talked about her coaching. She actually has business with Don Moyer called PBI, Professional Bowling Instruction. And they go around doing a lot of clinics. They also have pro shops in Woodridge and Illinois and Baltimore, Maryland. So if you want some instruction, give them a call. Michelle Feldman, within a 10-pin in the 8th frame. Back to Michelle Mullen. Give them a call. It's a toll-free number. It's 888-343-BOWL. So you can reach them with just a quick phone call. Anne Marie Duggan now stepping up in the 8th. She can take that lead to 12 right now. Not going to be. It will go to 2 pins. Both ladies spare here, and Michelle Feldman converts her spare. Anne Marie Duggan has been very active in a new company out there that's a sponsor of ours, bowlingballmall.com. She's been heavily involved in getting that site up and running and trying to get the pros involved so they can do chat sessions and things like that. Very happy with that. Max score for Michelle Mullen, 222. That would be if she strikes out in the 9th and 10th.
And Jan, I think she's going to need all of it. Well,
it's a good shot.
That was a great shot.
Max score for Michelle Feldman, 247. 2-pin match right now between Feldman and Duggan.
Well, that was a big one.
That count's going to hurt her. It'll make it a 6-pin match with that 6 count.
Michelle just got right up and through this. Didn't take much time at all, and you didn't see her stay down at the foul line at all. Look at the result. Left the bucket 2-4-5-8, and has a difficult spare. You see her shaking her head just a little bit. Ooh, nearly chopped it.
Hey! She covered it, didn't chop it this time. Max score for Anne Marie Duggan, 249.
That count's pretty important right now.
Yeah, 6-pin lead for her right now. She asked and she received. Anne Marie Duggan, as we mentioned, in the lead by 6 as we enter the 10th frame. Michelle Mullen trying to finish it off best she could do would be 202. It won't be enough. She has to be happy being out here, that Michelle Mullen, coming out for only her 2nd tournament this year and making the show. It's quite a feat, actually.
Yeah, actually it is. You know, with the talent out here these days, it's actually pretty amazing. But, you know, when you're in the bowling game, she's in the bowling game all the time with coaching and all of the work that she does. So, great player, great athlete.
Michelle Mullen will finish it off. Meanwhile, Michelle Feldman needing to double here to force Anne Marie Duggan to get a strike in the 10th frame. This is a big shot right here for Michelle Feldman. I heard someone in the crowd yell, "Get all of it." I think she almost always does.
Always. You know, I mean, as you saw, you know, the 10 pin just slapping right out. There's just no doubt. And you can see her eyes move. You know, it's pretty interesting. Watch her eyes move as she's lining up for the shot. You know, she's getting a picture of how she wants that ball to enter the pocket and how she wants it to go down the lane. And right now she has forced Anne Marie to just about match her. Not going to need all of that.
Well, Anne Marie's working on a strike, so she'll only need the first strike in the 10th frame.
That's right, Duggan needs first in the 10th.
Michelle Feldman shot .233. Must strike right here.
Oh, come on.
Oh!
Not
Oh, man.
going to be enough.
Stop the 5 pin from taking the 7 out. That means Feldman advances.
Well, I think that she thought it wasn't too bad. Yeah, she said, you know, hey, you know, threw it pretty good there.
Well,
But not enough.
Anne Marie won't advance. I know she wanted to say hi to her stepkids, Patrick and Kelly. She's very proud of them in their first year in college. And there's the shot she wanted for the first shot in the 10th. But Michelle Feldman will advance. First, when we return, we'll tell you about a new source of information.